My tyres are wearing out. I need to pit. My tyres are going. My tyres are gone.
Welcome to the second race of the Logitech McLaren G Challenge Celebrity Grid here at SUGO. We've got some of the very best drivers in the world, and we've got some of the best influencers here as well today. So it should be very, very entertaining. I'm very excited to see what is in store. Make sure that you check out the actual Logitech McLaren G Challenge quarterfinals, which are happening throughout September. 4 different regions from around the world. All the information as to when and where you can watch is in the description below. Once drivers have qualified from that phase, we then head to the regional finals, where people can earn the prizes. That will be happening throughout November and December. Again, information will be in the description below. Right, it's time for the racing action. Let's head over for today's race. Race 2 then of the Logitech G Celebrity Grid here, and Lando Norris has taken pole this time in SUGO, and in second position then it is indeed Tasmin Pepper. In third position already is Belen Garcia, so Belen Garcia versus W Series driver Tasmin Pepper, already in towards turn number 1. A little bit of contact there actually with Mike Channell. Mike Channell slips up the inside and says thank you very much.
Watch out!
That might be me driving into you, sorry.
Stop it!
Whoa, he's been walled.
Dude!
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. Okay, no, you've got the guy.
We've got P6 then for Belen Garcia, and while we've got a mistake there by Jardier off the circuit here, look at the leaders then. Mike Channell then now already down into third position.
Sorry, Mike.
It's all right, mate. You're coming through sooner or later.
Jardier then making his way up towards Lando Norris. So this could be a battle of the ages there.
Hello, Lando.
Hi.
You've then got Maxime in 8th position, and then you've got, in his natural habitat, GamerMuscle. Not used to being at the front end, and actually had a bit of a nosebleed after race number 1 due to him winning. Unbelievable. The facts are there, though. He did win at race number 1, and now we head on to race 2 here, and now he's got to make a move on Maxime. Maxime then going a little bit defensive then through the double left-handers, and actually GamerMuscle loses a load of time here. Needs to focus on getting a really good exit out of the final corner here. It's a very long winding right-hander. First of all goes downhill and then it comes up the hill. The exit just creeps up on you, so you need to be very, very careful on the throttle. And you can see there that Maxime is just chilling. And Jardier then is just in behind Lando Norris then. So 0.4 of a second separating our 2 leaders here. And well, can Jardier pick up 1 step further than he did in race number 1, where he did indeed come second position. And as you heard in the interview, he indeed did have some tyre issues, aka GamerMuscle doing gaming muscle things.
Oh my god, Lando is throwing rocks at me.
So Lando versus Jardier here then. Mike Channell, by the way, in a podium spot here, doing very, very well indeed. Just in behind then is Tasmin Pepper. GamerMuscle and Maxime then. The GamerMuscle has got the move done then on Maxime. Took the best part of a lap, but finally then able to make their way forward. Jardier side by side potentially with Norris then down towards the hairpin. Still in P2 as it stands then. So Lando versus Jardier here. Mike Channell has got pressure from behind of KASTIOP and indeed Tasmin Pepper. But look at this. You can see Jardier on the absolute limit there, running wide onto the curbs. Don't want to be doing that too much here at SUGO.
There's no grip.
The curbs are very, very slippery indeed. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to go as we head up towards the end of lap 2, onto the start of lap number 3. And it's still Lando Norris that leads the race. Jardier is in second spot, down in towards turn number 1, and well, will Jardier make a move up the inside, but he's been covered off there nicely by Lando. Round the outside, late on the brakes, and actually I like this line round the outside. If you can manage to go around turn 2 round the outside and you can stick a nose in, turn 3 indeed you'll be on the inside line, but it's not worked out here. Lando though runs a little bit wide. Jardier, as they come up then towards the uphill left-hander, not able to find that gap here. And again, they come up through the chicane. This is flat out unless you're indeed going to go side by side. But you've got to be careful. If you run out too far wide on the curb there, you can lose the car completely. As we come up then to the top of the hill here, the peak of this circuit in SUGO. And now they come back down the hill here.
It's a beautiful fire, Lando.
Oh man, I just go into the TC on an exit curve.
Jardier with an incredible exit here down towards the hairpin then. And can Jardier go around the outside for the race victory or to go into P1? Well, he's got the inside line now for the double left-hander. And Norris then is going to lose out ever so slightly. He's going to go for the switchback, not quite close enough. But if he can keep in underneath that rear wing, keep into the slipstream, he could potentially retake the lead into turn number 1. So it's all about maximizing your speed around this right-hander here as we come up the hill then to come across the line here to start lap number 4.
Oh my god, the slipstream is crazy.
P2 then for Norris, and Norris I just don't think is quite close enough here to indeed make the overtake. Although he's going for a late move up the inside on the brakes. Jardier, they're forced to make a little bit of an error. And Norris is not far behind. Let's check out a little bit of the action from everybody else. Tasmin Pepper has just made an error there. She's now down into P9. Maxime then P8. GamerMuscle then on its own a little bit here. Down into P7. P6 then for Dave Gaming. KASTIOP then in P5. Right up in behind then Belen Garcia. And then we have indeed got Mike Channell, who's well, looking very good here for a potential podium. And then it is the battle of the ages. It is Lando Norris versus Jardier. It is Czech Republic versus Great Britain. It is Twitch versus YouTube here in our Logitech G celebrity race. Down towards the right-hander, and Norris just seems to have got this car dialed in now. First couple of laps were a little bit scrappy, and now looking very, very clean, calm, and collected. So come then down the hill once again. Sweeping right-hander time. Norris just falls off the pace ever so slightly. Oh!
What is that there?
Well, dear, that's not good.
Half of the tracks everywhere.
Jardier there unleashing his Mario Kart hacks. And well, we're going to see drivers in behind them there suffer with hitting those as well. They're being right across the track now as well. KASTIOP then trying to ward off the pressure here from Belen Garcia. And Belen not giving an inch here. Beautiful stuff from all of these drivers.
My tyres are wearing out. I need to pit. My tyres are going.
GamerMuscle then in behind Dave Gaming. These two both podiumed in at race number 1. It's looking very unlikely that they're going to do the same here in at race 2.
Oh man, my TC is a joke. I'm sacking my team after this.
GamerMuscle there with a little bit of snap oversteer, but actually sorts it out very, very nicely and catches up to Dave Gaming. Grabs a couple of tenths here to come up then towards the left-hander before they go out through the flat-out chicane here. No real room for manoeuvre through the chicane, not really an overtake opportunity, that is for certain. You see, he just dips his left front and left rear into the gravel there. Dave Gaming making a little error as well. Do not want to be getting onto the grass under braking, that's for sure.
Oh.
Oi.
Oh no, I'm mowing the lawn again.
Maximising the course is GamerMuscle. I think Dave Gaming is going to be under pressure here. Down towards the hairpin they come. And can GamerMuscle put it up into P6 here? He's going to go for a late lunge. I think he has gone for a late lunge. Will he hit the apex here?
Oh, sorry for
Is
hitting
that you?
Yeah.
I told you to tell me. I
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
turn in.
And I'm wondering whether we will see some sportsmanship here and he lets him go back through. What sort of driver is GamerMuscle? Well, he's a gentleman on his streams with his tea drinking, but right now that is a not so gentlemanly act. We heard the sorry, but unfortunately, the sorry is not enough. He just didn't give the position back. Dave Gaming is going to be absolutely furious. The lead, though, now 0.2 of a second. Lando Norris versus Jardier. Jaroslav Honzik, who is going to pick up the dub here. And this is also another YouTube versus Twitch, of course. Lando most famous for being a Twitch streamer at this point, one of the world's biggest Twitch streamers as well. Of course, he's most famous for being a Formula 1 driver and a very good one at that. And Jardier is getting huge numbers on YouTube as well. So I'm on a Twitch train. I'm not going to lie. I'm backing Lando here. Come on, Lando, for us Twitch users. But Jardier just looks like he's in a different zone. Of course, remember, Jardier started from the back of the grid here due to his P2 in race number 1.
Oh,
He's doing a very, very good job here. Lando runs ever so slightly wide there. But again, he would have been able to maintain a little bit more speed. Great control, though, to keep the car facing in the right direction. We're about to come up towards the penultimate lap here. So 2 laps remain then of race 2 here at Sugo. And Norris around about 0.7 of a second behind. Slipstream will be in effect right now, but he won't gain that much time. Through the double right hand here, and he's making for a mistake, and Jardier completely loses the car there. So did Norris. Monkey see, monkey do there then. As Lando Norris follows suit there with Jardier losing the rear. And they are pushing the tyres to the absolute maximum then. Up towards the chicane we go once again. And can Lando find that gap? Just runs off into the gravel there. That's time lost, and that might be, in effect, race over here for Lando. He will get P2, but not really looking to get P1 as it stands. Dave Gaming then, after being absolutely brutalized by GamerMuscle, finds himself in P7. But as it stands then, Mike Channell, let's give him some love here. he's going to finish on a podium, and that will indeed be him not qualifying for race number 3. Outstanding stuff then from Mike Channell, and I'm telling you now, he's my driver of the day. Norris then versus Jardier as they head up towards the final lap of this race. Let's check it out. A bit of cockpit cam here then for the final lap. And let's see indeed whether he can close up here. Again, he's about 9/10, just about a second, best part of a second behind Jardier, so the slipstream's not going to close him up too much here. So he will gain a little bit as they go over the crest here. Jardier trying to break the toe at this point of the race. Up towards the double right-hander then. And Jardier will be very well equipped here, of course. One of the very best Project Cars 2 drivers to ever grace the game. As we head then up towards the flat-out chicane with sausage curbs, the size of German sausages. There we go, grabs loads of curb there, does Lando. And the gap's still around about a second here, so Jardier not driving away. And all it's going to take is one mistake. We saw a little bit snap oversteer. No, there is a mistake. Runs a little bit wide then onto the mud.
So you're meant to be drifting T1 because I seem to be doing that every lap.
Yeah.
I mean, it is Japan.
Tokyo Drift. Woo!
Only works if you're listening to Eurobeat.
It's looking very, very good then for Jardier, which will potentially a P1. Through the double left-hander then, not many corners to go here. Lando running a little bit wide there, using all the curb. But it looks like Jardier may take the spoils here.
Okay, Jardier, you need to look after the tires.
Oh, yeah.
So not far to go here. Jardier then is about to come over the crest here on the final lap of Sugo. In race 2 then of the Logitech G Celebrity race, Jardier will take the checkered flag. Second place will be Norris. In third then will be Mike Channell. It looks like GamerMuscle may have caused another incident here with somebody. Classic GamerMuscle. And he's trying to get a top 5 here. So in front then is Belen Garcia. And Belen Garcia will not let this go lightly, that's for sure. And again, it's going to be another drag race here. Last time out, the pressure that GamerMuscle put on Jardier caused some tyre issues. And they go side by side here. Belen Garcia's got the, oh my God, she's got the toe. And while he tries to go into the pits there, it's not worked out. And Belen Garcia will take the top 5. GamerMuscle in P6 then. We've got Dave Gaming who finishes in 7th spot. And then we've got Tasmin Pepper in 8th. And then we've got Maxime who will finish in 9th position. But what a race it was. What a race it was between Jardier and Lando Norris, but it's Jardier that picks up the spoils. Lando Norris then up into 2nd position. Mike Channell rounding out that podium. KASTIOP, Belen Garcia and GamerMuscle round out your top 6. And then we've got Dave Gaming, Tasmin Pepper and Maxime rounding out all 9 drivers. Jardier then is at top of the championship. He's overtaken GamerMuscle there, 28 playing 20. Mike Channell up into the top 3 though, tied with Lando Norris. Dave Gaming drops down to 5th position. We've then got Belen Garcia, KASTIOP, Tasmin Pepper and Maxime rounding out all of our drivers. Well, there you have it. Race number 2 is done and dusted. And again, I'm delighted to say I've got the top 3 here. And well, surprise of the event so far, Mike Channell.
Hello. Yeah,
P3.
you thought I was bad. I am quite bad. I'm as surprised as you are. That was a really fun race, though. I just sort of kept it clean and tidy, and people seem to be crashing behind me, so it works for me.
Yeah, well, talk us through it then. It was quite a lonely race in the end, but that's the perfect kind of podium you want, right?
Yeah, I didn't even really realise I was in 3rd place for until sort of the end of the first lap, when everyone else had sort of kind of crashed off at turn 1, and obviously Jardier and Lando had disappeared up the road. And I sort of, had a pretty lonely race, really, just kind of trying to keep it consistent, trying to not to get launched by the sausage curbs, and it turned out all right.
Well, we've seen from race 1 and race 2 that, there's no mugs in this lobby. Everyone's really pretty good. So anyone to get a podium has done a great job. So well done, mate. We're going to head to P2, and that is Lando Norris, most famous for winning on Fall Guys these days. How you doing, Lando? How did that go for you?
I mean, it was good. Not good enough. I'm never happy when I don't win, so I'm a bit gutted. But at the same time, good improvement from my race 1 result. So I'm happy, to get some points on the board. But I don't know. I feel like I could have had a crack at P1. My engineers put a terrible setup on the car, and I'm blaming everything on them. So we go to the next track. I know it a bit more. Like this track I've never been to before, so it's difficult for me to get up to speed. Whereas the next one I know a bit more, and hopefully my engineers do a better job, so I can take that next step.
Well, to help you with this, you are racing against Jardier, who is a world-level Project Cars 2 racer. He may not have played it for a while, but he was in the SMSR World Championships with Team ACR. So, yeah, you've done pretty well to hold him up for as long as you did. And actually, you stuck with him for quite a long time. So, great result there, P2. But that does mean you can't qualify for the next race. But, you know, it's at Silverstone. You'll have fun there, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I love Silverstone. Silverstone's one of the best tracks that I've ever been to in my life.
Jardier, you're here again. We've got to stop meeting like this. But again, a very good performance. It was like you were Moses at the start. Just all the cars parted for you to get up in the front battle very, very soon. But how was it from your perspective?
Yeah, as you said, I was basically, luckily my engineers had a perfect setup for my car, you know, because I pay them very well, you know, like all my YouTube money, they goes to my engineers. So my car was perfectly set up, you know, so I just launched at the start and immediately got up to second position. And luckily Lando had a lot of technical difficulties, so I was able to fight with him and get a position and get the victory done. Yes.
Congratulations to all three of you, and I look forward to seeing you in race number 3. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching our celebrity drivers duke it out here for the Celebrity Grid races. But, of course, make sure you do not miss the main event, the real championship, the Logitech McLaren G Challenge quarterfinals, happening throughout September. To find out where and when to watch them, head to the description below. Make sure that you like and subscribe and turn notifications on by hitting that bell so you do not miss any of the action coming up in the Logitech McLaren G Challenge Celebrity Grid races.